Stars in jeans, please. Focus on white tees. Live a life like a G, that's why these bitch ass niggas wanna fight me. But I ain't gon' play with a run up the AK, hit a tough nigga, get fucked up and put on ice for the rest of their life.
All right.
See, that's how I do it, fuck. Gonna make this place, just you and your man, this planet to hate. And I got these goals up in my mouth. If you get closer to my house, then you know what I'm talking about. I'm out the hood. And if you feel me, put your hands up. My hood, niggas, can you stand up? If you not from here, you can walk it out. And you not hood if you don't know
I'm
what.
trying to show you something.
All right.
You ain't in yet.
Okay.
This nigga feeling himself today.
Okay. I'm gonna show you, T, when we come back in.
3, 2.
All right. We're back. The headline I'm So Hood by DJ Khaled. We the best. Shout out to Councilman.
I didn't know what you were doing.
Yeah. We so hood. We so hood. We ain't taking no shit from nobody.
You see that name on there anyway?
What?
Oh, yeah, no, that's crazy.
All right.
That-
So,
Okay.
what name y'all talking
I was
about?
trying to show you, but you didn't want to get up. See, you saw it. You have to see it on the next break.
I see it on the next break. So yeah, we shout out to that was a good interview. Shout out to Councilman, Cleveland City Councilman of Ward 1, Lee Harvard area, Joe Jones, for talking to us via phone, even though being right here is important, even though we're having uprises for the pandemic. Stay.
Anytime you guys want to come on, just come on.
Just come on. So
Be prepared to
the-
sit in the hot seat.
right, we probably gonna get on your nerves. Speaking of nerve, www.WNRV108.1. We getting on your nerve. Nerve DJs Network or www.mixcloud.com. Along with the Human T-Rex. Thank you very much for that interview. Thank you very much, Joe Jones, again. But we got to get back to some business. So, Jay, what did you think about the interview?
What do you mean?
What do you think? Because you pretty much, you was on your shit pretty much.
Let me just say this. With council, you guys have to understand that, T, can you turn me up? I'm gonna bring it to you because, and I'm not being disrespectful. I'm not trying to come across as being rude. I'm coming across because I'm very passionate about this. And, we have to really begin to hold our council people accountable to what we expect of them. And, far too long, we just kind of held them, to a certain level. And now we have to hold them to a higher level because we got too much going on in our community to just let them just not be held accountable for stuff that's going on. Because they're the ones that can change the narrative in their prospective wards, that can change the community as a whole. So I just need all you council people to do your jobs. And
Right.
I'm studying y'all right now.
Right.
Because all of y'all are up for election next year. So none of you will go unscathed by me. I know all the committees that you serve on. I know if you're a chairperson, if you're a vice chair, if you're just a committee person. I know what these committees are supposed to be doing. So when you come on here, or if you come on this show, be prepared to say what it is that you've done in your committee seats to change the things that are going on in the city of Cleveland. And Brian Casey, I'm calling you out right now because you need to have a conversation with the powers to be over at CPP, because what happened and what Fox 8 uncovered about CPP and their customer service and the money that these people are paying CPP, and they could not even get through when their power was out, and tomorrow we're supposed to have high winds again. So Brian Casey, I'm calling you out right now that you get on the
Right.
phone with the powers that be over at CPP, because that is your committee that you are the chair of, and you get them prepared to be able to take calls
Or-
from customers to answer the phone.
While y'all sending out disconnection notices, while you're doing that, and this problem with Cleveland Public Power with the atrocious customer service has been going on for years. When I was a customer, I had a problem with one of my bills around the time that before my son was born. And y'all are some of the people at CPP. I don't know if y'all could be waitresses at high-end restaurants at this particular point in time, because some of them are horrible.
That's horrible. That's not even a good word. No.
Well, what is it? Terrible, horrible,
They're
atrocious,
atrocious.
atrocious. So that has to change. And it's like we can't just accept it for the status quo. Oh, it is what it is with them. No,
And we
things
know
should
that people-
change.
We know that people are having trouble paying their bills.
Right.
Which brings me to the water and sewer department. Shame on you, Mayor Jackson. Shame on you. But Brian Casey, that's you again. That's you again. You need to talk to the mayor, because you know it's an issue with people having to pay their water bills and sewer bills. Y'all don't need no money over there. Y'all are sitting on a surplus in water and sewer. You have a surplus. Why are you lifting the moratorium
Right.
to start disconnecting
Right.
people's services? You don't need the money. Help the people out. Brian, I'm calling on you. I'm calling you out, because that's your committee as well.
Here's the problem with, Brian, you fucking up. Excuse me, I hate to say it like that, but you are. And Mayor Jackson, I don't understand why lifting the moratorium, considering that your governor or your boss, Mayor Jackson, has said that he's about to do a show like 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. Restaurants and bars are shut down from that time to that time, because the rise in coronavirus has been upward. Some of these places, some of these counties in Ohio, instead of being red, are going to purple. That means high risk to catch COVID-19. And we're still in a pneumonia season.
So we saying that the corona come out at.
I don't know what the
At
fuck
10
we're
p.m.
saying.
You know what? And this is
sorry.
no disrespect to any of.
Yo, Mike, you can't like.
Yeah, it's. I don't know if it's this one.
That cord, it's the cord, like how you wrap the mic around in front of you.
Right.
The mic
Yeah.
cord. You can't do the mic cord like that.
Which one? I didn't do that to this mic cord. It was like that already.
Okay, it's cool. It's cool.
So,
But I think it's this.
No, that's the mic.
Oh yeah, I didn't do that. It was
yeah.
already like that.
All right.
But the thing what you're talking about, T, that's a good point. And I don't mean to make light of, this COVID-19 and this pandemic, or, people that have lost loved ones to it. But, what was his name? Richard. He made a good point.
Richard Starr?
Goodrich.
Goodrich? Okay, yeah.
How does it know at 10 p.m.? How do
You
it
can-
know? And I think Mariah, made a comment that, it's something, I can't remember what she said or what she wrote.
Right.
But it's just like, I have to agree. How is it that at 10 p.m. that this
Right.
is when the highest spread level takes place?
Right.
I mean, I really want to, I'm being serious, because I'm behooved by that. And there's no scientific data that backs up this 10 p.m. Curfew, this 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. curfew. There's no scientific data that backs that up. If anybody has it, I would like to see it. And I'm not making light of the situation, because I've had a nephew that had it. I've had a family member that has died from it. We had my aunt who passed away in June, checked for it. She did not have it. I've had other friends that are close to me that have had this, the COVID-19 coronavirus. I've witnessed it. I've been in the mix of it all. I've had consumers that have had it. I work in the industry, so I get it.
Right.
So don't come at me talking about you're being insensitive. No, I'm not.
Well, the thing about it is, the same people will say, some people are just going to disagree with you just because they want to disagree with you because it's you.
They want to argue because it's the queen.
Right, yeah.
She knows everything.
Yeah, you know everything.
And I don't know.
And because I had people argue with me just because it's me, because everybody else can be perfectly right. I can say the same thing. Oh, you're a sheep. You're just following. Even though I can be absolutely right on the situation, but because it's me, yeah, it happens. We need to let that petty shit go. And as far as I understand that where you're coming from, but the thing about it is you can catch the corona at 2:30 in the afternoon, eating a bagel, watching ridiculousness on MTV, on cable. You can like the thing.
You can catch it
anytime, anywhere. The problem is
There's
that
no time clock on it.
the problem is that I think because there's been a lot of later gatherings going on at night because everything happens at night. I don't know what. Listen, I don't have a clue how to handle this. Like, I don't have a clue how to handle this. The only thing I say is wear your mask, social distancing. Thanksgiving.
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands.
Wash your ass.
Right. Pretty much.
The stuff you should have been doing already.
True, but we know some people that don't do that shit. We know that. There's some nasty people on the timeline on Facebook. We know. So, and we're going to keep it to the self. But I ain't going to be at your house on Thanksgiving. I don't care if it was a pandemic or not. But speaking of Thanksgiving, social distance, I know people want to have gatherings. And the thing about it is like, the wine is not going to be in everybody's home. The memes are funny. Like he's peeking around to see how many people are in your house.
I saw that.
That's hilarious to me. But
I did see that.
Yeah.
I saw it.
It's like this. You're not going to have everybody. Just make sure that you're safe. And if you have older relatives that are susceptible to catching it, stay away from them if you can. I know it's Thanksgiving, you want to be around, but make sure you take the proper things because, I don't care how much that turkey costs. Well, that turkey cost me $30. Well, that hospital bill is going to cost your ass $50,000. So take your pick. Just take your pick at your own risk. That's all I'm saying. I mean, the thing about it is at this point, we're living with it.
We're living with it, and it's probably going to be around for a while. I think I just find it amazing that we've gone straight from flu season to COVID season. We're just going to bypass the flu season, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
Everything is COVID now.
Yeah. So it's still and then there's the common cold.
Very concerning.
To me, and the thing about it is the one thing that we're going to need, this is why I said the administration needs to go, is because the House and the Senate are still fighting over stimulus packages, the HEROES Act, the CARES Act, things of that nature, and because the Republicans still want to coddle this baby ass lame duck president, they don't want to do anything else. And then the thing about it is with the Democrats, Pelosi in general, you need like some of these old leaders, and I don't care what size of the coin that they are. Councilman brought up Dixiecrats. So the thing about it is like we have to get rid of these. How can I put it to you like this? We got to get rid of these fucking hypocrites in office. I don't care which party they on. I don't care where side of the coin are they on. I don't care what side of the coin they flip on. They need to go. They need to be voted out. And these Senate seats are up next year as well. So they need to just go ahead and do that. So we need to stop. We need to just, for voting the same person in over and over again, unless they're making progression. And I don't care if you're a friend of mine, it goes for city, local, judicial races. You can be mad at me all you want, but the thing about it is like, unless you're making progress, and I know it takes time because you might have inherited some messed up stuff. And by the way, Biden is inheriting a whole ass pandemic.
And if we don't be careful, we're going to give him a war.
All right, that's the problem.
If we don't get this fool out of here, he's going to have a war. Right.
So we gotta. He's like I said, Trump's got to go flat out. And I want to give a couple of shout outs to Natalie and Gregory Stringer.
Amen.
And also, she was and Mary Trevisano for hanging with us on the JoJo's phone interview. But as far as the city council people, whatever council you are, Cleveland, Euclid, Maple, whatever suburb, inner city or outside suburb, if you're not doing your job, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose your job. I'm like, y'all see me as like rapid fire. So you know, I don't want to have to play that song. I really don't.
What song is that?
You about to lose your. They made a mix about the lady talking to the police officer, talking about you about to lose your job, and I will play it for you. And it's not.
Never heard that.
Yeah. It's a remix. It's a
remix?
It's a remix called "You About to Lose." I gotta find that on YouTube somewhere. Let me see if I can.
It's a remix.
It's a remix. Yeah, let me find it.
Me and the mic, we're not. I guess the devil trying
You
to
gotta-
shut me up today.
Like,
You going in like the reason you going in and out is because of the simple fact of the matter is you done burnt it
you
up.
gotta stay like this. Like,
You
gotta be like
you
that.
gotta
You
burn.
gotta be where the numbers are. So bring that down.
All right, so
Okay.
while
Hopefully that'll work.
Yeah.
Hopefully it won't keep going in and out.
hold on, let me play this.
What is this later you playing?
You about to lose your job?
Oh my God,
You said you wanted to hear it.
I've never heard it.
Hold on.
But just so our council people understand, you have a job to do.
You.
I've never heard this song.
It's a TikTok sensation.
It's a TikTok sensation.
Yep.
You too old to be on TikTok.
I'm in the wrong business. I'm in the wrong business.
You too old to be on TikTok.
I'm in the wrong business.
My son downloaded TikTok and he's 8.
I'm in the wrong business. I promise you, I'm in the wrong business. It's the headphone outlet, T.
I can hear when your mic going out. I'm looking at it.
Can you? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I got a food face.
All right.
Yeah, because somebody, I don't know who wrapped it around.
Yeah.
So it was after the George Floyd thing. A lady was being detained by a police officer.
What she did?
She said he arrested her for nothing, and she just said you about to lose your job because you detaining me, and all of a sudden it went, things go viral, and everybody was mixing it. And
Somebody did a remix?
Yeah, that's the remix of it.
Oh my God. Nobody had anything else better to do.
I mean, it was a pandemic. That person was probably out of work. They heard it on YouTube, and that's why we need to get some jobs back in the community so we don't have to have too much time on your hands. But the thing about it is like they had people dancing, like the one when they had Joe Biden playing something on his cell phone, and it was like a YouTube commercial that said, you about to play this, you about to lose your job. It had Trump dancing, Obama dancing. It was just like a whole bunch of people just moving. And like this one had Elmo in it. So,
But people's attitudes have changed, and everybody's happy right now. Everybody has a different. There's a different feel in the air, and I get it because now we're getting this idiot out of office. But in the same token, people, there's still work to do.
right. So
This is not it. There's still work to do. And we have got to put the work in to get the desired results that we're striving for. So don't think just because we got this orange idiot out of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue that it's going to be easy from this point. No, it's not.
Right.
Because he's leaving a mess behind. So we've got to do what we need to do to help Biden and Harris while they're in these seats for the next 4 years.
right. So
Let's not do a
Well,
President Obama.
well, everybody just sat
8
back.
years and we didn't know.
Right. And the thing about it is like we really knew. Right. Yeah. And the thing about it is think about it as the credit cards you get at Christmas time. Like around the time you want extra stuff, you don't have any extra money. You get a little credit card, you get a couple of loans, Christmas and things of that nature. Everybody's happy. The weight is lifted off your shoulders. Everybody's happy. Got their new televisions and toys and PlayStation 5s and all that. You did the damn thing for your kids at Christmas. Everybody ate, including grandmama, ate and everything else like that. But you got to remember, come January, you got to pay the bill. So it's a relief off the chest sometimes, but you still got to keep it up. So we got to keep it up. That's pretty much it. We have a heavy price to pay because of the mess that was made.
To whom much is given, much is required.
Right. So America must stick together. And listen, I insult the Trump supporters all the time, but the thing about it is we have to work together, even if it's with them. The thing about it is they have to do the same with the people that didn't vote for them. Like, it's America. We still have to come together to clean this shit up because of the mess that is still being made. They're still kicking over trash cans and taking the copper wiring out the White House because they want to leave.
We don't even know really how much damage has been done until we start peeling back the layers of the onion. So we don't know just how much damage is done until Biden and Harris take the seats. Then we will know what the damage is. And we may not know, at least about 12 years now.
The problem is that it's not the damage has been done. He's still doing it.
Well, he's going to make sure he's going to make it difficult for Harris and Biden when they get in the seat. He's going to make sure that he's going to leave no stone unturned of hell. Hell, remember, the old cliche goes, hell has no fury like a woman scorned? Right. He's that bitch.
Oh. Damn. Okay. So, yeah, pretty much. See, and the Vladimir Putin, next time marry up, just saying, I'm sorry, that was wrong. No, it wasn't. But.
I mean, and how's it now that, they're saying that this is probably one of the most securest elections in history. Mm-hmm. Because they were ready.
Yeah, they were ready because the thing about it is he kept saying it 2 years, 6 months, 3 months before the general election. If I don't win, somebody will steal it from me. I'm not going to do. We knew because he kept saying it. So I was like, all right, let's just be prepared. And it was like, and they're talking about this, the election has been stolen and riling his base up.
How has it been stolen when your counterparts in the Republican Party, the majority of them retain their seats? And the ones that retain their seats for their particular, role that they're in, it turned blue for the presidential race. So how do you explain it? You can't.
There's
even some of your Republican friends voted your ass out. Even some of your Republican voters voted you out. They voted in their senators, but they voted you out.
Because the bottom line is that they, in the Republican Party, were sick of him. And if you can have your supporters and people that are local and saying, well, we support it, we're going to ride, and nobody's heard from the Candace Owens except to criticize a man on Vogue, and she got dragged.
But I saw that. So remember how I always say we have Democrats who are closet Republicans? Uh-huh. Well, this election cycle, that changed. We had Republicans who were closet Democrats.
I mean, the only person that actually came out of the closet was Kasich, but we already knew that he was out. Like,
you know what? In despite what people say about Governor Kasich, he was all right with me.
I mean, he wasn't like he didn't.
I prefer him over DeWine.
I think a lot of people do right now, but the thing about it is that you have you have people that really didn't. Republicans really actually didn't want him in there in the first place. They just rode his base. And when they rode his base, they rode their bases to retain their seats because they'll do anything to retain their seats, even have
because he's still with them.
Yeah.
So what's in it for me?
Yeah, so they didn't really give a shit about his base. They didn't care about the Trump. To anybody there's Democrats, Republicans, and Trump supporters.
But and I was just getting ready to say that. I wouldn't be surprised if he comes out with his own party called the Trump Party. In 2024.
Somebody will follow it. I don't know who's going to follow.
He reminds me of David Koresh. Remember him?
Yes. Didn't they all die? They all
drank the Kool-Aid.
They all like Jim Jones, not the rapper, but the other guy.
They drank the Kool-Aid.
Speaking of rapper Jim Jones.
You talking about Lil Wayne?
No. I'm talking about the actual Jim Jones rapping. Him and 50 Cent have beef.
Well, Okay, we're gonna get to that, but you see where Lil Wayne is facing 10 years?
For what?
Gun possession.
Good.
Bye, gremlin.
Damn, he a gremlin now.
Don't y'all feed his ass after 12. See if Trump will pardon you.
He's not going to pardon him.
He may. Trump might need his own part. You know what? I read an article yesterday, and I forget who it was written by, but someone had posted it about Biden should pardon Trump. Did you read that?
I read that.
Okay.
No, hell no.
Okay.
I mean, the thing about it is like the thing about it is
You guys didn't read it. It's a good read.
if I'm gonna say this, if the trumpet wasn't being such a dickhead about losing, then he probably would have had a 60-40 chance of Biden pardoning him for what this shit that he done.
He
Bottom.
pardoned himself before he gets
Right, but he's like, he's thinking about it. But
I'm sure he's exploring the
Yeah,
opportunity
right.
to pardon himself. I'm sure he's. Oh God, yes.
But the thing about it is, if I was Joseph R. Biden when I take that seat, and he asked me to pardon him, I'd be like, hell no. Move. I wouldn't pardon his ass.
You wouldn't pardon him?
No, I wouldn't. Because he's making it difficult for me to even get my seat in the first place. All these punk ass lawsuits that are frivolous as hell, and he has the idiot Giuliani running the defense team.
He's charging him $20,000 a day.
You got to get some money out of that before he go bankrupt again. Get some money out of his ass.
He may go bankrupt on him anyway, and then I have to pay him. So,
I mean, he's done that with construction companies and stuff like that. Let me get to the Lions had.
Go into the line.
I'll tell you in a minute. But he's a Russian spy. I'm going to throw him to the Lions right now. Yes, T-Rex, cue up my big cats for the headline. Cue them up, please, because I got some bitch to throw into the Lions right now. I really, bitch. Yeah. All right, so shout out to everybody that's been listening on this. So, former Green Beret Peter Raphael Dubinsky Devins, age 45, pled guilty on Wednesday in a Virginia federal court to a count of conspiracy to gather or deliver information to aid foreign government records show. Prosecutors said he was a spy for Russian intelligence, just like his president. So, Devins today acknowledged that he violated the country's highest trust by passing sensitive national security information to the Russians, said John Demers, Assistant Attorney General for National Security. Devins betrayed his oath, his country, and his Special Forces team members with the intent to harm the United States and help Russia. Devins' guilty plea represents another success in the department's continuing efforts to counter the national security threat posed by our nation's adversaries, including Russia. He was doing this between 1998 and 2005. When he joined the Special Forces, he was passing information all the way up until he was caught this past week. Lions, fuck him up. Just fuck him up. I'm like, thank you. Kill this bitch. Kill him. Kill him. Die, you son of a bitch. Die. 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 You about to lose your life. Come on now, say it. You about to lose your life. Lions eat them, say it. You about to lose your life. Lions eat them, say, you about to lose your life. Get him.
So, how do you really feel?
Just like that.
Okay.
That's like that. Just like that. All right, the Lions are full.
They fool.
Yeah, get his bitch ass out of here.
Larry's in rare form.
Yeah, rare form. What's up in that pizza?
It had to be.
All right.
I'm a little scared about eating it. It's gonna have me acting like Larry.
What did I say?
You said get his bitch ass out of here.
Well, he was a Russian spy trying to tell secrets to the he was a Trump supporter. So that's I'm glad he's found guilty. Hopefully they find this president the same way.
We already know he's guilty. we don't need to keep, you know, we just don't need to keep bringing this little fucker's name up, you know. The more you bring his name, the more you give him relevance, you know. Just call him the current occupant and shit.
Current
Just
occupant.
call him
Yeah, he should be out. So the thing
Get
about
your hat, get your coat, and let the motherfucker meet you at the door.
and you're talking about me. Pot calling the kettle. I don't care if they'd have listen. One way or another, he has got to go. I don't give a damn if the military grabs him by his nutsack and drags him out by his nutsack, his scrotum sack, and grab him and throw him out the front door. Him and his family. Grab him by the.
Then you see where they put Ivanka and Jared Kushner's kids out of school? They pulled them out of school. Because the school said, you know, some of the parents had called in and said that they didn't like how the Trump clan was not adhering to the social distancing and how they, you know, the stuff that they had been doing without wearing masks. And they made them pull their kids out of that private school.
I mean, the thing about it is, once the bully has been defeated, enough is enough. That's like the schoolyard bully that was pushing everybody around, taking everybody lunch money. Once somebody came in and beat the bully up, then everybody said enough was enough. You're not getting nothing around here. Either you're going to get along or get out. I mean, it's pretty much you get humiliated, and it's humiliating the simple fact. President-elect Biden called it an embarrassment that he's not conceding. You know, presidents have...
He doesn't have to, though.
I mean, he doesn't have to, but like anybody that, like, I was expecting a little bit of decency from this jackass.
Why were you? He has shown you who he is. If a person shows you who they are once, believe them. Don't try and rewrite the narrative. You're only disappointing yourself. Yeah. Believe him when he said that he was an asshole.
I believe
it's not going to change.
That's the problem. Hopefully, now that he is gone, we can all enjoy our Thanksgiving.
There's a different feel in the air. That's what
yeah, it is a different feel.
People are a lot nicer.
Right. Speaking of Thanksgiving weekend, we are not going to be here because of the simple fact of the matter is that's the Thanksgiving Eve, and I'm going to be out. I'm going to be on a turkey overdose at this particular point in time before Thanksgiving.
You eating turkey before Thanksgiving?
I'm eating turkey before, during, and after. All right.
I got a date.
Oh,
What you cooking?
What you cooking?
What you
Making,
cooking?
Lemon pound cakes, and I'm gonna make some peach cobbler cheesecake.
And you're not going to you just now let me know before you told the rest of the world that you was gonna make peach cobbler cheesecake.
We going over J House.
Right.
I can roll through and get a to-go container. I got the containers already.
Shit. Well, I'll be there. You know, I will be there.
Thanksgiving at y'all's though?
Yeah.
No, we'll bring masks. We'll social distance. We'll be in and out. By the way, shout out to my mother's friend Maria. She's also going to cook, but she's going to be doing social distancing because, you know, she wants her and her husband to be safe. But I'm coming to get a plate as well.
You know, you'll have the traditional, the turkey, the green beans, the yams, the dressing,
Right.
greens, the macaroni and cheese. You know, the macaroni and cheese is more important than the turkey.
Of course. Don't screw that up. I will cuss you out if you screw up any macaroni and cheese. Anybody screw up any macaroni and cheese, and I'm a macaroni and cheese fan. And
You've had my macaroni and cheese.
Yes, I had your macaroni and cheese, and it's very, very good. I'm just saying for anybody that screws up macaroni and cheese on Thanksgiving, and please don't put any nasty-ass plates all over social media. I don't want to see that. With all the dudes cooking the same thing, you burning the turkey and the macaroni and cheese look like runny eggs and shit. Don't do that. Don't do that to me. I swear for God, I will troll you.
But I'm packing to-go plates. So yeah, I've already got all the containers, and
You know what? I got to get there before your sons get there.
you know it.
I got to get there before we was. It's a wrap if they get there before me.
Like, hey, cuz, what you doing with all those plates over there, cuz?
No, the thing about it is here they will gangster your plate and take theirs as well. So
Exactly. My oldest son, he comes to my house just to grocery shop.
I got cousins who fix their to-go plate first,
And then get their
then
plate.
fix their plate.
Yeah.
The funniest.
Yeah, they do.
Hey. I used to be one of them cousins. All
They
right?
do. They do that.
They might not have been hungry then.
No,
No,
my
you don't-
oldest son, he grocery shops.
You don't fix a plate to go, tuck that, and then fix your plate to eat right now simultaneously. You don't do that ever. If somebody ever did that in my house, somebody get hurt.
But I will also, Jalen will be coming by Thanksgiving as well. I don't know what to do as far as, Friday is usually football day, but because of the pandemic, I ain't going to be playing outside with nobody. And this Thanksgiving, unfortunately, will be without my cousin Terry Brown. So it's going to be a rough one, but we'll get through this together. And shout out to his wife, Carmen Burley Brown, for holding it together, and his youngest son, Chase. And we'll get through this together. Just sending my prayers and my love to you guys. And,
There's a lot of people that are.
Yeah.
Especially in my family.
Yeah, I'm sorry about yours. And
My two younger aunts.
right. Everybody's sitting with, and just remember the good times you have with these people. And, like President-elect Biden said, there's an empty chair this Thanksgiving, but we got to remember that we're in this together. We're going to get through this together. And like I said, we just got to keep up the work, period. As far as, don't let this, you said another President Obama, don't let this be like it's just a relief. No, we got to get rid of the old guard in the Senate, House, if they're not doing anything for us.
We've got to clean house, people. You've got to stop voting the ticket. You've got to stop voting on these people's word. And you got to look at their platforms. You got to look at their records. You got to look at what they've done while they've been in the seat. You've got to read. If you don't read, we're always going to end up in the same situation, and we're always going to get what we've always gotten, and that's the scraps. And we'll always remember, if you don't have a seat at the table, you are on the menu.
Right. I think Councilman Jones was actually saying part of that with the speech, the preaching that he did tonight, even though he's not a pastor. But I think that what we're trying to do here is that we're trying to make sure that we always stay in touch in this not only just political, but community. Because at the end of the day, we live in a human community, right?
I mean, we have the right to, sustainable water. I mean,
right.
Safe water. We have the right to sustainable living. We have the right to have certain services in our communities. We have that right. We pay taxes. We are tax-paying citizens, and we need to have these things, and we don't. And, our local government is where it all starts, and I say it every show. When it gets to that federal level, ain't shit we can do.
Right. Federal, state,
local.
State,
where
local.
our voice is at.
And then that, the thing about it is, if you change your state and local and state, then you can help change the federal.
Exactly.
Because that'll influence the federal. Hello. You gotta be involved.
And to all you that are out there that are listening, that may be running for the mayoral seat for the city of Cleveland, I got my eye on you. I got my eye on the candidate pool. I've seen who supposedly is throwing their hat in the ring to run for that seat against Mayor Jackson. Who
would them people be?
We got Kevin Kelly.
Uh-huh.
We got Zach Reed.
Uh-huh.
We got Bashir Jones.
Uh-huh.
We have Chris Ronayne, who was over at University Circle Inc. We have Blaine Griffin. They're even talking about what's his name, Brandon, over at Edwards again.
Brandon, sure did. But wait a minute, Brandon's opened up another Edwards where yours truly used to be. Edwards too.
I know.
Are you trying to run again?
That's what I'm hearing.
Well, the thing about it, Brandon, is that I think when we had Eric Brewer on the show, he said, I don't know nothing about a restaurant owner, but Brandon was fourth in the running, so.
He raised a lot of money.
He did.
He is a unique story behind it.
Is he a felon?
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
That's what's up.
So,
not saying it like that, but
yeah,
he's really looking out. He's really looking out.
A lot of people who are on drugs, who have been in rehab, have went over there to train with him, and some people have even found jobs with him. Some people have found success at other places with him. So he is a formidable foe, but we're looking out for you too. And Brandon actually came on this show when he was running and interviewed. And the thing about it is like a lot of people like him over there.
And I've heard that there's Sandra Williams, Nina Turner, and then also Dennis Kucinich.
For mayor?
Yes.
Okay. Sandra and Nina. But how many times we gonna keep recycling Dennis Kucinich? Didn't he run for governor and lost? Yes. Okay, so how many times he gonna keep?
Well,
Yeah.
the wheel's
Yeah.
turning. I just gave you the slate.
Yeah.
I'm watching all of you.
And and the thing about it is, for those who have come on this show, hurry up and make sure that you answer to us. If nobody tells you that they love you today, I do. This is for you, Jay. Happy Thanksgiving. T.I., bring him out. Peace, love, and hair grease. We out of here.
I don't think you can hear those headphones.
What?
He goes low, he goes high. I need you to listen back to the show, man. I don't think you be listening to your shows.
I have been. I'm like,
I know you're on 2 stations. I just got to make sure you're listening to your shows.
I listened to both of them. And
Man, my shit was working earlier today.
Bring them out. 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 Bring them out.
remember, I did 3 shows. I did a makeup show for the Friday show I missed because Errol's birthday, and then I did